friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well, and I am so excited back today with another video. Today we are going to talk about what I sold over the weekend. It's going to be a realistic sales weekend. I know some resellers up in here are having like $10,000 sales weekends, and I just feel like that's not the most realistic thing in the world, especially if you're a reseller like me that goes and thrifts for the pieces that you're reselling. I feel like a lot of people do liquidation and can get those huge numbers, but I'm just a regular old gal out here reselling, and so I'm going to share with you guys what I sold over the weekend. So over the weekend, we only made sales on Poshmark, but my husband and I, we both have a Poshmark closet, and in total from both of our closets, I'm not going to tell you which one of us had the majority of the sales, but take a wild guess. In total, we made $433 in total sales, which is a pretty normal weekend for us. About $500 is our normal weekend. And then our gross profit from that $433 number is $335.60. So after Poshmark took all of its cuts, we made a little bit over $300. So not too bad at all. So we're gonna hop in to what sold this weekend. I have everything sitting here on the floor right in front of me. We're also gonna do a little ship with me moment. We're gonna have a little chat. We're gonna ship all the things. I'm gonna put them in boxes. It'll be some fun footage. But before we jump into that, I also want to say I do have a vanilla chai latte with me today. I know it's been a hot moment since I've had one of these, because did I find out that I'm allergic to milk? Yes, and it's been horrible. Vanilla chais are not the same with coconut milk or almond milk, and I'm allergic to oats as well, apparently. So it's been a struggle, but I have one today. I'm biting the bullet, and today's vanilla chai latte is brought to you by Jillian. Jillian left me such a sweet message. She was talking about how she found out about the Plato's Closet 90% off sale because of my videos, and she's been learning a lot of different brands to resell, and because she's making profits from them, she wanted to buy me a drink, which is so sweet. And she also suggested the Starbucks Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher, which is dairy-free, which is perfect timing because I am going to feel so sick after I drink my chai. So if you guys have a Starbucks recommendation for anything that does not have, like real milk in it, leave that in the comments. But thank you so much for the chai, Jillian. If you guys are also interested in getting a shout out in a future video, if you follow my link, my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, it's like a $5, I think, donation, and then I use that to buy a drink to be in a future video. So if you would like to do that, follow that link. But with no further ado, let's jump into what sold. Let's take you down this way to my shipping location, which is literally just the floor in front of my desk. Welcome to the floor. Welcome to my shipping station. My handy printer right here. I wish I had a Rollo or something like that, but I do not. Let's hope that I get one sometime in the near future. But here is my pile of things that I have sold this weekend. So let's jump into what sold. So the first thing on top of my pile is this Tinkerbell vintage Disney tote bag. So I have this right on top. We're gonna start with her. She sold at full price this weekend, which is great, for $35, which means we made $28 in profit from that. This is a piece that I picked up in the bins. Now, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see. All of these are different size shipping boxes right here. And then my go-to favorites right now have been my bubble mailers. I personally use all priority mail things because they are free, and that's basically it. They're free. I just had to buy new tapes. So since this is pretty large, I'm gonna put it in a larger box. This is my other go-to. This is about the medium mailing box size, one of my personal favorites. I am of the personal conviction that you should not spend money on the things that you are sending things out in. Most often packaging, any cute little notes, things like that, they always end up in the trash. And one of the reasons why I do this is to prevent things from ending up in the trash. So it just feels a little weird in my mind. Like whatever I ship this in has to go, but anything else, it really doesn't. If you guys have been here for a while, then you've heard me probably say that before, but honestly, I get bad reviews on this all the time because people want things to show up with cute packaging and like to have everything poly wrapped and then also have stickers and also have like a note. But every single time you do that, you're just adding so much waste. That's my personal feelings on the matter. If you feel differently, that's totally fine. If I was doing a different sort of business, maybe I would feel differently and I would do something like that. But since I am running a resale business, I don't feel differently. So that is that. I love the ones that are self-sealing. Sometimes I also put on a little piece of tape just to make sure it's gonna stick close. And there is the first piece. So for right now, I haven't cut out all of my labels yet, so I'm gonna cut those out in here in a second. For now, I'm just gonna write down what's inside the box, and then I will just move on to showing you the next piece. Okay, let's move on to the next piece, and that is what I'm very excited about. This is the last piece of Anthropologie pieces that I picked up in Oregon to sell. It's this really cute little tiger print blouse. This is from the brand Made for Anthropologie. It's in a size 22, and this is heading out. I sold this for $35, and so we made $28 from that. I paid probably about $1 for it in Oregon. So for pieces like this, I love sending them out in these bubble mailers. One of you guys are the people that told me about these, and they literally have been lifesavers. I have regular like kind of craft paper bubble mailers that I get for my Mercari sales. I have a bunch of boxes from things I have bought, like from Amazon and things that I keep for bigger Mercari sales, but when it comes to anything for Poshmark, I'm always sending it out in USPS. And also, life hack, if you're not putting your shipping labels on right away, the only reason I'm not is because that tape is so loud and I don't want to have to, you know, make you guys not die every time I use the tape. So instead, I'm just gonna do this in stages. But if you are not going to put a label on it right away, just write down what the piece is inside of it, right where your label is going to go, because your label will cover it. Big brain. Maybe everybody does that already, but in case you are not doing that, like, do that. So I'm writing Maeve on this one, and that will help me remember what that is. Okay, next piece. And then next up, I have, this is such a cute sale. This is a vintage Disney little like denim chambray kind of moment. It has them embroidered on the back, and it's like a fruit stand here on the front. It's so cute. It says Pooh's Fruit Stand on the back, and I just thought that was so sweet. This will fit in a bubble mailer, so we're gonna do that again. But I sold this for $30 on Poshmark, and so we made $22.50 from that. I picked this up at a Plato's Closet in Indiana for like $5 or $6. And so, I mean, I didn't make a ton of money on this, but I did make a profit. I at least doubled my money. So I count that as worth it. And then I'm just gonna set it aside for later. Now, all sales add up. I had a lot of around like $30 sales. I did have one really big sale. We'll get to that in a second here. But I did also have some just, you know, small sales, and that's okay. The first one is this Victoria's Secret long sleeve. It's just plain purple. It's really cute. It's in a size extra small. And this is one of those pieces I picked up, I don't even know how long ago. I got it in the bins, so I don't have very much money into it. This sold for $12, and so we made $7.55 off of it. I'm assuming I sent an offer because that's a pretty low amount to make from something that was sold for $12. So for that, I mean, I probably put 50 cents into this item, so I made about $7. Definitely worth my money, but it did take a long time to sell, so I don't know if I would pick something like this up again, but at least she is out the door. And then another sale I'm excited about is this piece, and this is a Lulu's dress. I'm gonna be sticking pictures up on the screen as well for you guys. It'll be a little bit easier probably to see these pieces in their stock photos, but this was a good sale because it's part of my Dollar Thrift Challenge. So you guys are getting a sneak peek about what is selling for next week's episode of the Dollar Thrift Challenge. This is the Lulu's Jet Set for Sun Teal Green Tropical Print Wrap Midi Dress in size large, and it sold for $40. So $40, I made $30.50, and so that money will go back into my challenge that I'm doing, which is great. And I think that this will probably fit in another one of these little bubble mailers. I have so many boxes over here that I just haven't been using, because if anything will fit in these bubble mailers, I put them in here. For some reason, I get less bad reviews too if something comes in a bubble mailer and doesn't have tons and tons of wrapping and, you know, doodads and all that stuff with it, and I don't know, it works. Also, the other day, I got a bad review. I don't remember how many stars. It was like 2 or 3 stars from somebody, and their little comment was that they should have read the listing closer. So they gave me a bad review because they were expecting something different than what I had actually described, because they hadn't read the listing very closely. And I just was like, how is that my fault? So isn't that just like the worst? Are you guys having, I feel like it might just be me, but I feel like here in January, I definitely have gotten so many bad things like just happening with reselling. I feel like bad reviews. I've felt like sales have been really slow, and that makes sense to me. January does feel like it should be slow, but what about you guys? Are you finding that to be true of your sales too? Are they slow for you? I feel like we've seen a definite, even though I've been putting in a lot of work, I still feel like we're just not making the sales that you would expect from how much work we're putting in. I just don't get those people that say that they only work on Poshmark or they only do reselling for like 2 hours a week. They've got to be lying, you know what I mean? Or if they're not lying, they've got to be hiring people, because I don't know how you could just not put in any work. Okay, then the next thing that we sold, Jeremy sold this one actually, and this is a My Hero Academia t-shirt. So this is an anime. Both Jeremy and I watched this actually. I really enjoy this anime. It's probably the first one I ever watched. And it's really cool. I found this in the bins, $1 or less for this, and we sold it for $13. So again, not a huge sale, but sales still add up. After $13 after the cuts, we made $8.55. We did find like $6 or $7 lying in a bin, and we sold it. So that didn't sit very long. I think we just listed this not too long ago, so that's not too bad. And that is heading out the door today. Ooh. So that one will also go out today. Okay, now I also have some shoe boxes from Priority Mail. If you guys don't know how to get these, if you live here in the United States, then you can just go on the USPS website and you can order any of these supplies for free. So I ordered these in bulk. I think last time I ordered those bubble mailers, I got like a pack of 100 of them, and they are all free and they get delivered to you for free. So definitely worth it. The only thing about the shoe boxes that I don't love, and some of the other boxes too that are free, these ones are not self-closing. So some are and some aren't, but like shoe boxes aren't. Okay, so let's move on to the first pair of shoes I sold, which are these Jeffrey Campbell little shoes. They are super cute. They are really nice, and I did sell these just like yesterday, I think. So I sold those for $50, and then within, like, we've had these up for a couple weeks now, maybe a month. We've had like no offers on them. I sold them for $50 because somebody offered me and we went back and forth. And then yesterday, Jeremy got 2 different offers for $50. Like all of a sudden we got 3 offers for $50 within one day. So I don't know what was happening. I don't know if these suddenly showed up on some sort of blog or something, but these are the Cromwell boots. If I found these again for a good deal, I would pick them up. I paid $12 for these, so it wasn't an amazing flip. We made $40 in total. So, I mean, what did I made $28, so almost $30. I'll take that. I think that's definitely worth it. But those are the Jeffrey Campbell Cromwell boots, and I definitely think that they were worth it. If I saw them again, I'd probably pick them up. Let's do the second pair of boots while we're here. I have another shoe box, and these are another pair that I just sold. I think Jeremy actually just sold these. These are a pair of Donald J. Pliner boots that I found in the bins. They have this studding of a star on the front, and they are this kind of worn in brown leather pair of boots. They're really cute. And Jeremy sold them for $35. So he made $28. I think somebody offered $35, and so that's why we were able to make so much from that. So I found them in the bins for maybe $1 or $2. So we made about $25, which is not bad at all. And shoes is one of my favorite categories to resell. I just really enjoy shoes myself, and so I have a lot of fun reselling them too. Okay, then the next piece is this little Express long sleeve tee. This used to be Jeremy's, so this is just a piece from Jeremy's closet that we decluttered a while ago. It's a nice piece, it just doesn't fit him anymore, so we sold it. So we sold it for $13, and he made $10.05 from this piece. So again, going straight into a little bubble mailer, my BFF, my PFF, if you will. So we did well with that, especially for it just being an old piece of clothing from Jeremy's closet. I think I'm gonna save my biggest sale of the weekend for last, so that way you guys have to stay until the end to see the biggest item that's sold. But again, if you guys are enjoying this video, if you guys like this more kind of chill, sit down and chat with me and ship with me while I show you guys what sold, let me know, because I could go back to just showing you guys what sold and just popping a picture on the screen. But I know that some of you guys were expressing that you wanted to see the ship with me portion like I used to do. So let me know which way you guys favor. I don't really care either way. This is kind of fun where I get to just chat with you, but also the other way is a little easier to make too. So either way is totally fine. We have 3 more pieces that sold this weekend, so I'm gonna keep on using my bubble mailers as long as I'm able to. I need to order some more. And then the next piece that sold, I think this is the only men's piece I think I sold, is this pair of Bonobos. I don't really know how you say that brand. This is the first piece I've ever picked up from this brand. It's this pair of jeans. I'm not gonna unfold them because I just folded them. But I sold these for $30, and we made $22.50 from this sale. And these are a really nice pair of jeans that I found in the bins. So I absolutely love the bins. It's probably my favorite place to go sourcing. And I love to utilize the bins to my advantage to go to different buy-sell trades with the things I find in the bins as well. So that was a good pickup. And because I got them in the bins, I probably paid like $1 for them. So not too shabby. But also, I'm feeling a little spicy. Also, I have my tea, and so I feel like maybe I should, like, you know, spill the tea a little bit. I have a quick thought for you guys. I have been reselling now for over a year. It's not been 2 years yet, but maybe 2 years. I've been a full-time reseller now since like July of last year, and I feel like I represent Poshmark really well online. And one of the things I would really like to get for my business is like a Rolo printer, something that will print and not use ink, because I feel like I'm always using ink. What I want to spill the tea about a little bit is the Poshmark Heart and Hustle Fund. Is anybody else a little bit spicy, feeling a little bit sad that they have not gotten picked for that? Is it just me? I feel like this is my full-time job, and I give Poshmark such good publicity, I feel like, on my channel all the time. And yet I never get picked for the Poshmark Heart and Hustle Fund. And this is the last chance. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about even? This is my last chance to get it. And if I got that, I would be able to really, really help my business a lot. The third cycle, when I applied, I was so heartbroken that I didn't get chosen. I was in a rut for a few days. I even filmed a little segment where I was talking to you guys about it because I was just really upset and I needed to talk it out. But yeah, has anybody else gone through that? Maybe you've been chosen for it. Maybe you've not even applied for it. But sometimes it can be a little devastating. And so I want to talk about that for a second. So if you have felt hurt from that as well, you're not alone. Okay, then the next piece is this, which is a yellow Wilson little like windbreaker jacket. And I found this in the bins, I don't know, a couple months ago probably. Just my local bins that I find a lot of my stuff at. And Jeremy sold this on his Poshmark for $20. So we made $16 in profit. I picked it up for probably about $1. It's a pretty cool piece. And I think I found two very similar types of jackets that same day. I think we sold the other one already too. So I think he put in some keywords in this for like tennis. Majority of our more sporty pieces, I have Jeremy list because he just knows more about many different sports. But that is that piece, and that leaves us with the last piece that Jeremy and I sold this weekend. I just listed this in the last couple days, and it sold today, and it is this Lululemon Down for a Run puffer vest. Now, I listed this at $110 because the comps were all right about that. Like $100 was a very reasonable price for this piece. Apparently it's a pretty popular item, a pretty popular style. And then today I got an offer for $50. And I've been getting a lot of lowball offers lately. Have you guys also been getting a lot of lowball offers? I feel like last January I also got a lot of lowball offers. So I don't know if it's just like after the holidays, people don't need things, but they just want to, you know, try to get something for a good deal. I'm not really sure. But this person gave me a $50 offer, and I replied with $90, which usually, if somebody is not interested in something, that would just cut off the negotiations. But she came back with $75, and then I said, what about $80? And she said yes. So $80 was not a bad landing price for a negotiation at all. And hopefully she will love this piece because $80 is a good deal for this, but I also only had it up for a few days. I got this at a local Uptown cheapskate. I think I used in-store credit to buy this, so I don't think I paid anything out of pocket, but I think it was like 20 bucks there, maybe it was $10 there, something like that. I love Lululemon, but a lot of their things don't have a humongous resale value, so this, I know jackets do pretty well, but apparently if you can find any down pieces, like this was a down puffer vest, those are what I would really focus on from Lululemon if I were you. So last package, all set, got it in there, Lulu vest. So now that I have all of these at least packaged, I can go through, print Jeremy's labels, cut out my labels, and then I'll fix everything. I'm gonna take it to the post office, but I think that part will not be as fun to watch. So that was the last piece of what we sold this weekend, and now I'm just gonna go finish up this little project, go write some nice little affirmations on my packages and then take them to the post office, get them there before it closes in another hour and a half. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have not already subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and until the next video, bye.